As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out in Power Field at Mile High in Denver. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Carry for Bryce Love. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
2 yards on the
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Darnold. He gets it in the hands of Geis. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Brings up 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run forward Love, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Darnold. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Block. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 30 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Now Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And returning it, here's Hamler. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Quinnen Williams forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
3 down, 3 down.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Quinnen Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And it's taken in at the 9. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Second and 9 now from the 21. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Morrison. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a gain of 6. First down, New York.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Darnold from the gun. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Complete.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Gain of 12.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And 4 at the 49-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of
This
6.
offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Taken down.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Gain on the
I
play.
think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Right at the line of
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
New York.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Now Darnold keeps it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
New York.
Sam Darnold taking it in. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So with second and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. Second down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Throwing his lock on third down. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Lock and Sutton on the connection there for a Denver first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Lock. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Lock working out of the gun. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Melvin Gordon
calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
line of scrimmage.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
A loss of 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
Both teams try to avoid being run and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Locke to throw. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At their 49-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw it is Locke. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by dmilam254's. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Time go.
Here's Love. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
At the 25-yard
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, it's Love. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
brought down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First down, here's Love. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Geis, they'll try to run it. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Going to give it to Love. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Jets have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is the tight end Fant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Nothing too fancy, just to carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
Lock throwing complete here to Judy. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Melvin Gordon on
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Lock. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
For Albert Okuebuna. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start the drive with Love here. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off of play action, Darnold. This one left side, caught by Patterson. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They run with Patterson. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th, as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by dmilam254's. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
They'll take over.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They run with Geis. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. A pass there complete to Sutton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Locke now on 1st down. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. His throw caught right around the 6. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Jets have got it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now it's Darnold. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Check.
Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the 31-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The Jets with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand.